Welcome to another Bloomburrow draft. We have a pack one, pick one Moira here, which in a pretty weak pack, I think is an easy pickup. This is an argument for Nocturnal Hunger because it's one color, but I'd rather take the higher upside card and dream a little bit. And we get past another rare Raccoon Scrap Shooter. Not a terrible card. Goes well with what we already have. And there's some like good back cards. Intrepid Rabbit's obviously a very good card, but I want to take a raccoon to go with my cool raccoon rare. So I'm going to do. Now, wow, okay. Maybe I should have paid attention to those back cards. Get past Darkstar Augur, pick 3. The card's really good. I guess I'm going to take it. There's like literally no playable green red cards really. I mean, Cultivator's okay, but not in a raccoon deck. I guess we're going to stay open and just only draft rares. That's my new strategy. Now we get past a Saver, Poliwallop, Blacksmith's Talent, Tree Guard Duo. A lot of good options. I don't really know where we want to go here. So like, I guess this could be a Squirrel deck splashing red, which would incentivize taking maybe Saver. Because these cards you can't really splash. They're like double cost cheap creatures. So it's like only Moira that you'd want to splash. Maybe I'll take Saver then. If we're getting past black, maybe we should just go into that. That's a tough pick, though. It's definitely going to inform a lot of what we do for the rest of this draft, but we'll see. Mana fixing definitely would be at a premium here, because if we get to cast all these spells, our deck will be really good. It just might be tricky to do so. Alright, speaking of mana fixing, that's probably what I'm going to take here. Got Uncharted Haven, helps a little bit. And we could take a rare, I suppose, but really not a whole lot else that I want for this deck. I might play Dire Sight, but I'll just take the land. Be chill with that. Now this pack has some options. Daggerfang Duo, just a fine 3-drop. If we do end up Squirrels, I wouldn't mind having that. Same with Sticky Tongue Sentinel, and then it's just like a fine 3-drop. Doesn't have a ton of synergy. Like, you can pick this up, kill another enchantment, but could be better down the line. I think I'm more Daggerfang Duo here over Sentinel, just because it does look like we're headed Squirrels, and this is going to be a little better in the Squirrel deck, I think. Now there's a Fountain Port Bell, Glide Dive Duo, Agate Assault is a card we could splash as well. Could also just end up in black-red. The Duo is interesting. It's definitely a good card. It's a 5-drop. You want to keep your curve low when you have Darkstar Augur. I might just take Fountain Port Bell. Again, I just want to be able to cast these spells. I think that's more important right now. Now we have Mudfly Village Duo, take out the trash. Now I might take Duo. Although it is a 5-drop, Life Gain is also good with Darkstar Augur, so it kind of balances out. Still not sure I want to play red, so I think I'd rather take the black card, although it's tempting to take the cheaper card in the interaction here. I'll take the Duo. See where that takes us. This pack, I mean, this is theoretically playable. Like, it does cast all of our red cards right now. I don't think this deck would end up wanting a Bark Form Harvester, since we're on 0 cash grabs right now. I'll take the land and think about it. Okay, now I wish, well, yeah, I wish I had like Duo, and then the second one I took to take out the trash, because now I get a late Fountain Port Bell. I might play 2 if I really want to splash, so. Will I miss the Cindering Cutthroat? Probably not. We already have 3 3-drops. 4 if you count the Augur. Stargaze is interesting. It's kind of like a worse version of Darkstar Augur, but it can be good to have 2 of these effects. Cards don't matter. Don't matter. Alright. And we open... Wow, okay. Well, I'm going to take the cool Mythic Rare. But I would also like the Hunter's Talent while we're here. But this is kind of perfect for us. Just a big creature that wins games. Goes with our theme of drafting rares. Maybe we wheel Heaped Harvest could be decent here. This is obviously never wheeling, but it would be nice. No playable rares in this pack, unfortunately, so we're going to have to fall to our backup strategy of taking good cards instead. For us, I guess that means 3 Tree Scribe. It's just like a 2-drop I can cast. I'm sort of short 2-drops right now. Yeah, I don't see anything much better. I don't, like now I think we have enough fixing. Now you're starting to run into opportunity costs with 2 tap lands, 2 bells. Is it Overprotect? There is a cash grab. And Bonebind Orator, so it's probably between one of these two, the Overprotect and the cash grab. We have exactly 1 squirrel right now and no way to use food. So cash grab's like a little weaker, but is generally just a really good card. I think I like that a little more than Overprotect. It's close though. I wouldn't fault you for taking Overprotect here. So now we could take the Cultivator. It goes with our cash grab. Could also take Scales of Shale, which makes a lot of sense with Darkstar Augur. And it's just generally a decent combat track, even in the 0 Lizard deck, which we currently are. Cultivator has the upside of being easy to cast, but it's like kind of a mediocre card in general. I'll take it for now, though. They get better in multiples, so it's like nice to speculate on one early. Now we can take a Root Weaver. Fills in our 2-drop slot. Helps us fix for our Moira, which I definitely think we can splash now pretty easily. And ramps us into these bigger dudes. This pack. So we could Bone Cache if we find enough ways to forage. We don't have a ton right now, but it doesn't seem like that far-fetched. There's like these sort of like mediocre role players for the squirrel archetype, but we're not that deep in yet, so I think I'll take the higher upside pick first. Okay, late Blacksmith's Talent. Could I splash that too? It's at least a thought. The other option would be like Agate Assault. I don't need a second Stargaze when I have Darkstar Augur as well. Alright, well, let's dream a little. Let's take the Blacksmith's Talent. Put it in our maybe board. There's a Share Pot. So I'll take Share Pot over a bunch of stuff I can't cast or don't want. Assassin. We end up short 2-drops. Okay, not like a great pack, but it wasn't terrible either. Picked up some role players, and we got the Egro, which is quite nice. Alright, pack 3. Give me something. Oh, okay. This, I think, is the best win rate card in the entire set. I haven't had the privilege of casting it yet, or drafting it even. So I'm pretty excited. It's basically like Wrath of God, but you get to draw some cards. And sometimes you just kill them with it. Seems pretty decent. And passing the Saver, but that's okay. I'm not going to complain. So at this point, we need more cheap cards. If you count the Saver, we're sort of like at 4 like proactive 2 mana or fewer plays, which is definitely not enough, especially this is the best of 1 queue. You'd want to curve out and win die rolls, as a wise man once said. I'm not going to play all of this fixing. Probably not going to play this Rockface Village either. But like probably 1 Haven, 2 Bell, or 2 Bell, 1 Haven. I haven't decided yet. Depends if we have like a lot of things that care about stuff going to the graveyard, then this is a little better. Right now we kind of don't. This pack, I think I'm going to grab a Longstock Brawl. Cheap interaction. It's kind of exactly what we need. We don't have a ton of removal or a ton of cheap cards, and this was both. So right now, if we play, let's call it 2 Haven, 1 Bell, and then 14 lands, we're still kind of heavily short on playables, fortunately. There's a Dray Leader, which kind of light on squirrels to really make that a premium card for our deck. The other option is like a splashed Agate Assault or a Mudflat Village. Yeah, maybe do I take the Dray Leader? I just don't even have any 2-drop squirrels, so I don't think that makes sense. I think I'm going to take Agate Assault and just splash that as well. It's not like the world's greatest card to splash, but if you need removal, you need removal. I don't like taking another 5-drop, but there's really nothing else here for us. Kind of a late Dour Port Mage. But not for us, unfortunately. Cruel Claws Heist. I don't like this card, but it does interact and cost 2 mana, which fits some criteria. I think I maybe want Heaped Harvest. When you have all these good 5-drops, it makes sense to have this 3-mana ramp spell. It's also fixing. And we have a little bit of Forage synergy, so it's not the end of the world. Take a Sticky Tongue Sentinel. A little light on value, but we do have this 3-Tree Scribe. Man, I really want to... like, this is a 2-drop, but I already have one, and I barely want to play the one I have, so I'm going to take Sticky Tongue Sentinel. Now we can grab a 2-drop. That's nice. It's a squirrel. It gives value. Hard to complain. We're at 23. We need a few more cards, even with the assassin in. Okay, Daggerfang Duo. That works. Am I splashing this Blacksmith talent? I might be. Now that I'm playing the red cards, I might as well, right? Cutthroat over... yeah, I'm not playing... oh, could I play Mind Drill? I have like 1 cash grab to fill my graveyard. It's just so mediocre. So is Cutthroat, though. I don't know. A lot of 3-drops already. Yeah, don't want Bark Form Harvester in this deck. Okay. Deck ended up pretty decent. Maybe like short 2 good playables for like an A+, but we have a lot of good rares. And the Season of Loss, like, if we can get to 5 mana, we should be doing pretty good in this deck. So I probably do want to play 17 lands with the Fountainport Bell as well. See, I don't really want to play High Stride. I don't know if we actually got there on Bone Cash Overseer either. Assassin probably has to stay just as a 2-drop. You're a 4-drop. Get out of here. We're never casting you for minimum value. Put our interaction over here. Okay, so yeah, not a ton of 2-drop creatures. It gets a little better once you consider Savor as like an effective 2-drop. I'm not sure I want this Cindering Cutthroat. Heaped Harvest is probably fine. Yeah. I think I will play the Blacksmith's Talent just because it's a better card than most of the stuff I'd be cutting otherwise. So I gotta keep one of these 3. How many ways do we actually have to activate this? So we have a Heaped Harvest that we can sack. We have a Cultivator. Cash Grab can make a food. Saver can make a food. Yeah, that kind of doesn't seem like enough. Is there anything else to consider here? Not really. I don't think this one's... we definitely don't want to share a pot. All right. I think I'm just going to lean towards the cheaper card. We don't have any other combat tricks, so maybe we'll catch someone off guard with it. And it's 6/6/3. No way we're playing 3 mountains. I don't even know if I think I want 1 mountain. I have 2 havens, a bell, a root weaver, and a harvest to get red sources. Which means we can play up 1 swamp, up 1 forest. Probably want to even split since we have double green, double black pretty early here. And let's go to game 1. On the draw with no 2-drop, it's not great, but our 3-drops are very good. Like Scrap Shooter stabilizes a lot of boards by itself. So I think I'll keep it. Hope to draw a 2-drop. Hope I don't get curved out on. No 2-drop off double green. And I drew a saver. Maybe I can, if I saver the 3-drops, that feels amazing. We'll see. Triple green. Tangle Tumble. I cannot saver that, but I can scrap shooter it, which seems pretty good here. I mean, I almost think like I leave it because their mana screwed. Gifting them a card feels kind of bad, but I don't know. Destroying their 3-mana play while adding a 4/4 to the board just seems like too good to pass up. We get to follow up with a Darkstar Augur maybe next turn. They're still on mono green. Bushy Bodyguard as a 2/1 and a 1/1. That resolves. Attack for 4. Play Augur and say go. I might be willing to block with the Augur token. It's like one of the only ways I lose this game is I somehow just flip 3 5-drops in a row. So if there's an attack, I'll probably block with the token. Or maybe the 2/3 on the 2/1. We'll see. Could they actually just be mono green? Is this possible? No attacks. Flip land. Easy. Land. So good. Draw land. Okay. So we have 5 mana, 7 cards. Probably just going to attack and run out Glide Dive Duo. Let's see, I definitely want to attack with Shooter and Augur. Could leave the token back as a blocker. Now let's just get it offensive here. Attack for 7. Okay. Well, this change of plans, but now I can savor this guy. Eat the Bodyguard. And run out Daggerfang Duo. Probably want to take action here. Say go. Okay, there is the white mana. Unsurprisingly, they are not mono green. Banishing Light, my scrap shooter. It's fine. Flip land, better. Land, better. Wow, I'm not actually so good at this game. Or concede to land flip. Sick. They were sick and tired of getting outskilled badly. Alright, game 2. We're playing against Lieutenant MTG. We have Perfect Tron. So I'm going to keep. Got 2 drops on the draw again. That's weird. I don't think it matters which land I start with. Go with Forest. Crack the Bell. No 2-drop. Okay. Run out the Root Weaver. Maybe ramp into this Darkstar Augur. We'll see. Alright, 3 mana, Squirrel deck. What you got? Daggerfang Duo. Makes sense. So Squirrel. Costs 3 mana. Yeah. It's Darkstar Augur in time. Believe in the heart of the cards. I will block. We get a 1-for-1 trade, but then we keep an Augur token. That's pretty good value. And now we're really at no risk of like ever killing ourselves with just 1 out. Keen-Eyed Curator. It dies to Agate Assault, which I appreciate. No 4th land. Okay, flip. Fountain Bell. Basically a land. And we draw our 5-drop. Very good. Very good. Do I want to kill the Curator now? Is there any way? Oh, yeah, actually, I definitely do, because they can get to 7/7 next turn. So let's kill the Curator. We'll wait a turn. I'm deploying the Eater of All. And run out the Scribe. I don't think it really matters. Attack for 1. Say go. Yeah, now look, we traded 1-for-1 with the Daggerfang duo on our Darkstar Augur, and then they had to use their whole turn and a removal spell to kill the token, because otherwise they'd drown in card advantage. Pretty good exchange for us. Also pretty good is dropping this guy on an empty board, because they can't even pay the ward. I will decline to search here, and attack for 2. I guess if they have Swamp Season of Loss, we might lose. Short of that, though, I feel pretty good about this game. Okay, that does stop my Eater from eating his life total for now. It's kind of annoying. Speaking of, does this, like, help here? I guess we can make each player sack 1 creature, draw a card. Like, no, this is, like, kind of bad here, low-key. Although I guess, actually, wait, hold on. So if 3 guys go to the graveyard, this guy will get 6 counters, stack for 12. Hold on, hold on. Do I just do that? Is that crazy? Alright, put him to 1. I don't know. Seems decent, right? Say go. I have 12/12 with ward, sack of food. You got no food. Maybe this was too all in, I don't know. Seems like a flex play. Thoughtstalker Warlock resolves. I'm gonna crack this in response. And pitch the forest. Attack. Go to 14/14. This Agate Blade Assassin should be the dagger, as the artwork depicts, because the attack trigger will be too much to deal with. I'm going to run out another creature too, because I'm greedy. Alright, yep, they've had enough. Shout out Igra, the Eater of All. 8 our opponent's life totals right up. On the play, found Port Bell, saving this hand from being a mulligan. Pretty nice little hand. Does mean it's going to be a little harder to find Mountain in the future, because we have to use this to find a forest, but that's okay. Probably going to lead on 3 Tree Scribe unless they play like a really threatening 1-drop. Next turn I can crack the bell and do one of these 2. I like these lands. Okay, Life Creed Duo, I can savor that if I want. Or I could just ignore it. Big cash grab. This seems worth savoring. That card is pretty annoying to deal with sometimes. Especially if they have like hop to it as a follow-up. I main phased it and want to play around some random combat trick saving it. Thornbolt Forager. Well, now I wish I had saved the saver. It's more menacing. Although a lot of times there's not that many squirrels to search up. Okay, land isn't great. I guess I'm just going to run this out as a 4/4. Just to do something. The other option is cash grabbing. Maybe that's fine. Alright, I'm going to cash grab. Hopefully find a 2-drop. Oh, actually, I'm going to take this cool 5-drop and play that next turn. I will trade 2 damage for 2 damage if they want. So go. This is a little less scary if you know about it, because you have time to like get a food to pay for the ward, but still tough to deal with either way. Okay, Intrepid Rabbit. Guess it's good I attacked because I wasn't going to be able to block here anyways. I'm going to eat. I'll wait on this food. Can put counters on Igra. And we do have a forage card. Speaking of, there it is. Alright, I'm going to play the Eater. And I'm going to pass. If you just use a removal spell on this, I don't want to get attacked for 5. Our life total is kind of under some pressure. The good thing is, like, a lot of things that kill it, like Banishing Light, then get Scrap Shootered, so it is actually pretty tricky to kill. Because, like, the green fight spells, I guess Polywallop does kill it. Hivespine Wolverine does not, though. I guess you can put a counter on the Wolverine. So at least for now it threatens to... Oh, wait, everyone's a food. Oh, wow, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. Darn. And this would have been insane, but now our Igra is dying. Okay, wait, no. Just thinking about it. So why can't he destroy target artifact or enchantment? Oh, other creatures. It doesn't kill Igra. Okay, okay. So, but then we get to Scrap Shooter the Wolverine, which is insane. Okay. Sick. What a good card. Yeah, this is an amazing synergy, which I wouldn't even have realized or like thought about if it weren't for the fact that they tried to do it to my Igra and then realized that this is only other creatures. But they do get a card. So, you know, not all is lost for them. I'm going to forage here. Yeah, let's forage the actual food, get more counters. All the +1/+1 counters. And I will attack for 12. Okay, now it's up to a 12/12. So yeah, it basically demands a chump block every single turn for the rest of the game, which is pretty good. And even if they found a removal spell, they still have to sack a creature. Okay, Sticky Tongue. Doesn't really do much here. It's just more food. Oh, Synergy. Get to Surveil again next turn. Builder's down, okay. And level up. Maybe. Thinking about it. Concede. That was actually probably the best game action you could take in that situation. Save yourself some time, some headache. Alright, on to game 4. So far the deck is functioning as intended. So my original plan was to just curve out and play cool rares, and so far we've been doing that. Up against Joe Pinedo. Pinedo? Seems Portuguese, Pinedo, but I'm not entirely sure. Turn 1 Bravekin duo? Wait, I'm on the draw again? What's going on? At least we have a pretty good defensive hand here. Lupin Flower Village, I don't mind seeing that. No 2-drop? Okay. Things are looking good. I'm gonna play the Assassin. Blocks the duo well, gains us some life. I'm gonna attack and probably just play Heaped Harvest post-combat. If he wants to double block and let me trade for the Bravekin duo, I don't mind. Heaped Harvest. Just want to keep hitting my land drops. Do I get Forest? I guess I get Forest, and then later we can get Mountain if we need it off the second activation. Darkstar Augur, uh-oh. With no Offspring, though. Sad. So do I just one-up him? Just go for the Offspringed Darkstar Augur? I think so. I'm not a coward, you know? Probably should have done this pre-combat, but whatever. Sharepot? Oh, right. It only has 1. I keep thinking he, like, Offspringed it because I refuse to ever cast it for 3 mana. Okay, attacks me for 3. I'll take it. Into another Moonrise Cleric. Okay, things are getting a little scary. Depends what we flip here. Land, better. Land. Oh, so good. Only problem is we didn't really draw a ton of things to do. So we can, like, Wolverine, put a counter somewhere. Could just cash grab, try to find things to do. Yeah, I'm gonna cash grab here. Oh, those were all the lands I wanted to get. Scrap Shooter, pretty good as a 4/4 reach. I think I'll pick that up here. And just run that guy out. No gift. Alright, say go. There, you reveal Life Creed Duo. It's fine. Play Life Creed Duo. So they do have a lot of life gain now to offset their Darkstar Augur, but we're drawing 2 cards a turn. As opposed to their 1. I can fight or eat the Sharepot with my Wolverine. Flip land. Wow, I'm like 5 for 5, 6 for 6 on land flips with this card. Just actually much better than everyone I play against. Yeah, I think when I blow up the Sharepot so they can't use it next turn. I guess just hold up High Stride slash this Heaped Harvest. I don't really have good attacks, so I'm just going to pass for now. I could attack with this Scrap Shooter. Yeah, that seems fine. Yeah, because then I get to save it. Eat a Moonrise Cleric, untap it so it's back on defense. That feels pretty good. Stargaze. Okay, so we've had 6 triggers taking 0 damage. They've had 3 triggers taking 6 damage. We are not the same. Waxwing Witness. The Infinite Flyer Bat deck. Brave can do it. Okay. I mean, they got a lot of dorky creatures. Just like, maybe I'll just run out of cards before I can get through. Okay, I knew I was going to flip a 5-drop eventually. It had to happen, right? It had to happen. I got a little bit too big for my boots. It's okay, though. Kind of don't mind, because the 5-drop was one. Igra, Eater of All. Yeah, so we're going to go Igra. Turn everyone into food. Then, can like Longstock Brawl something. I'm going to kill the Augur at this point. Yeah, I'm going to attack for 9. I'll trade with the Waxwing Witness. That's fine. Oh, and I can actually save. It's not that good to save it, though. Alright, I'll just let this trade happen. Uger gets a billion counters. And it's like, oh. He has a food to sack, so Uger's probably just going to die. Not like get the most value. Vanishing Light. Oh, I've used up all my like Wolverine and Scrap Shooter nonsense. Sad. He gets 2 counters before he goes. Alright, I'm gonna sack Heaped Harvest then, since they didn't attack. Gain some life. Take action. Get a mountain. Doesn't make it less likely we're gonna flip lands. Flip Agate Assault and Forest. And draw Fountain Port Bell. Okay, play Forest. And now we do need to get aggressive. Alright, well they've had enough of our insane luck with Darkstar Augur. Some call it luck, some call it skill. The real ones know the difference. Let's keep the good vibes rolling. On the play, kind of a goofy looking hand, but not a bad one. Question is like, I think Haven on red, because then we'll go turn 2 Talent, turn 3 Harvest, turn 4 Cultivate the Harvest, and then Igra. It's a bit slow, but on the play, I don't mind it. Okay, instantly punished for not putting on black. That's fine. Play our little off-curve Blacksmith Talent here. This card does look weird in our deck. It's like, doesn't seem like that splashable a card. But like, it pretty much is. Fountain Port Bell is fine instead of a 2-drop. I like to see that. Putting a mountain on top. And playing a tap line. Okay, both have slightly slower starts, which I think favors me because my hand's pretty powerful. Get a swamp. Pass the turn back. So if we draw another land next turn, we can do this plus a 2-drop, which would be really nice. If not, we'll just play the Cultivator and live with it. All right, Mardu. Not a color combination you see a ton of in this format. Well, I could just like manually crack it and play it too, but I think it's just better to play a 3-drop, I'm pretty sure. So let's do that. Eat our harvest. Get another black source. is thinking. And then they're going to play a Starlit Soothsayer. One of my favorite cards in the set. The art is sick. Its abilities are really strong. Said nobody ever. Surveils top. Draw land. So I could deploy 3 2-drops this turn. Or just the big old cat. I do want to kind of draw out some removal before dropping this guy. On the other hand, if we then draw another land, we could go talent plus a pair of 2-drops next turn. No, I think we'll just run out a bunch of 2-drops. Alright, I'm going to attack for 3. Actually, no, I changed my mind. I'm playing the cool guy. Just felt like if we draw land, we want to be able to level this up and also add to our board. Because getting this going will be really good. Because we're kind of in a race right now. We can't block the flyers, but we can't really block our ground creatures. And Blacksmith's Talent wins races very quickly. Another reason I like playing this out is when he removes it, because it kind of feels like the Mardu deck has to have some removal here, right? We'll get rid of one of the flyers, which really slows down the clock a lot and lets us take advantage. Because like Blacksmith's Talent, you need some time to leverage its full power. And so forcing him to sack a flyer here to get rid of this, and especially with a card like Banished in Light, which we have a lot of ways to destroy in the deck, means we'll have the time we need to leverage the Blacksmith's Talent. Three-tree Root Weaver. Alright. I think I'm going to play just a series of 2-drops here. And attack for 3. So next turn we can actually double level this if we want, which is nice. I mean, we're a little vulnerable to just like a good play. Because this would be like a 3-4 double strike, but there are creatures that beat that in combat. I guess he's a lizard deck splashing white for like, I don't know, Banishing Light. It felt like a bat deck, but if you play 3 red sources, like surely you're not a bat deck splashing. Okay, maybe it's just straight up 3 colors. Roughshod Duo. Attack me for 2. It's fine. Or don't. It's up to you. Your world. I'm just living in it. Alright, Cash Grab is very nice here. We get guaranteed food because we have a squirrel out. Darkstar Augur. Am I a coward? I'm kind of a coward. I'll just take this Daggerfang Duo. I do want to level this up. I think I am going to level it up. And run out the Orator here. Let's just go to combat first. Equip the Cultivator, Forage, bunch of nonsense. I could have taken the Darkstar Augur, but A, I feel like I don't need it to win. Oh, Sword of Fire Knights. Maybe I do, actually. We'll see. It's pretty scary. And then B, this is actually really good with Blacksmith's Talent. This Death Touch Double Strike. It's pretty hard to block, and it just sort of immediately attacks for 8. We're getting sort of fire and iced though, which is scary. Down to 10, and then he's gonna like shoot our Bonebine Orator, or maybe us. There goes the Orator down for the count. Kind of glad I didn't play the Darkstar Augur now. Be a lot scarier if I did. And then fells our Cultivator. This is pretty good. I guess that was the draw sword. Draw land. Not as good. So I do want to get this leveled up. I think that's how we're going to race here. And then go land. Daggerfang duo. Take action. Equip here. So this is for 8. That's for 10. So hold on, I can kind of just attack with everything because you have to chump block here. I get in 4 damage. Yeah, okay. Now all my creatures live the Sword of Fire and Ice trigger, which is nice. Also have a food. Starlit Soothsayer. Oh, that saves him. That's so good here. Attack me. Okay. Down to 7. Deal 2 to me, probably. Down to 5. I like the animations for this sword. It's pretty sick. See, so if I moved the sword to, say, this guy, and you block here, takes 6. Alright, but it has another blocker, so he's not dead. Oh, and gets to move the sword for what that's worth. And surveil. Okay, okay. So I can deploy a new creature and haste that one and then attack with everything. And then he blocks here. Takes 4. 5. So I guess I'm 1 short of lethal, which is kind of disappointing. But I will just do it anyways, I think. So this guy has to get chump blocked. These all come in. So let's say chump, block here. Yeah, but I need to keep the food. So I guess I go like this. So you can block Mascot on Scribe, which is kind of scary. This game's very close. The Battle of the Equipment. Alright, these were the blocks we were expecting. So we kill both his creatures, put him to 2, and then we still have this food we can crack to not die, hopefully. So he has 8 mana, 3 cards. I mean, maybe. There's definitely cards that save you here. I mean, it's a tricky spot, but it's not that tricky in the sense of like either you have it or you don't, so just kind of got to go for it, right? I guess I'm just going to do this now before there's like any opportunity to respond to the trigger and just kill me. I mean, it's not like I'm hiding information by waiting to sack it. If you have 3 damage, you just use it. Brazen Collector does not do it. Nor does moving the sword do much. So I basically have 3 lethal attackers once I put the sword on one of the 1/3s. So you need 2 more blockers, which you're probably not going to get. This doesn't like... Oh, it does actually give us 1 more lethal attacker. But I think I want to save it in case he has like a sonar strike to win the combat. Well, I guess then I would just blow up the sword right now. Alright, I'm going to blow up the sword right now then. I could also get back the Banishing Light, which would be kind of funny. Yeah, maybe that's better. No, is it? Does it matter? I'm gonna blow the sword. Alright, combat. Put this here. Just thinking about it. Alright, we're sending them in. Alright, good game for who, though, is what I would like to know. Feed the cycle, kill my Wolverine. Good game. Alright, I was worried a little bit. There was like, if he could survive, then obviously he could untap and kill me, but did not happen, so we don't care. Okay, 5-0. Not a bad start. Meatballs. Now I'm hungry. On the play, good hand. I will keep it. Here's a Root Weaver. Probably followed up with Daggerfang Duo against a Raccoon deck. That's a Wandertail Mentor. Actually, I think I'm going to Agate Assault instead then. That card is just too much of a threat. Get it out of here. Raccoon Rallier. Alright, very glad I killed the Mana Dork because they did not hit their next land drop. And they're also not going to like what they see here. I don't know how they beat this, to be honest. A Wandertail Mentor's not really it. That must have been their draw for turn, or they would have played it last turn. Which means they don't have another land. Yeah, we're doing the beatdowns. Do this. Counter on the Root Weaver. Attack for 8. Just gotta put this game away before they draw out of the Mana Screw. Take 8. That resolves. Okay, I mean the card's not bad, but might be a little slow. We are getting a little flooded. Yeah, I'm gonna attack. Go to 1. Play a Daggerfang Duo. Take action. Oh, I wanted those cards. Could get out of this, maybe, now that Moira's getting 3 mana and you get to gain a bunch of life. So, like, maybe milling over these is just really bad. We'll see. If I lose this game somehow, I would be very sad. 7 mana? Yeah, I mean, you have to gain 3 life. You do have to, like, tap, maybe, the Watertail Mentor. We'll see, we'll see. I don't think I've, like, done anything, or could have done anything better. I feel like I've played this pretty straightforward here. Could have drawn more spells. That would have been better, actually. Chunkblade Bruiser. Trigger. Now it has enough blockers for all my guys. And is at 4. Okay. Has a Rabid Gnaw too. Yikes. Igra does get a counter, which is cute. Oh, concede. Okay. Sick. I was very worried there, but whatever. They're off of it. I mean, like, Igra attacking is kind of rough because they have to trump block it and it gets bigger. And you can kind of never kill it if you're in red-green, so I guess I see the logic. But I would have fought on a little bit harder there, I think. Alright, 6-0, playing for the trophy here. Young Savage 69. That's our opponent in our 6-0 game. Let's see what you got for us, Young Savage 69. Okay, no 2-drop on the draw, but we have a lot of good defensive creatures, so I'm going to keep. I guess this is going to go on red. And it's kind of awkward. Maybe green, and we can found port for red at some point. Because I want to be able to play Scrap Shooter if I have to. Bark Knuckle Boxer. That does actually attack us for damage, which is kind of annoying. I'm going to decline. I mean, it would suck if I drew a red card, but let's just avoid that scenario. I really don't want another land right now. I need spells that do stuff and things. Take 3. Corpseberry, sure. Alright, draw a card. Longstalk Brawl, good draw. Uncharted Haven, I guess that can go on red at some point. I'm going to play Scrap Shooter just because it's a 4-4 and it blocks well. If they play some super threatening enchantment, we can always pick it back up. Next turn we can do Sentinel plus Brawl one of their creatures, which is nice. Tender Wild Guide. No Offspring, no attacks. Love to see that. Yeah, let's go. I could just Augur. No, I think I need to kill the Wild Guide since they've missed their land drop. So I could do no Offspring. I said I'd never do it, though. Will I do the Coward's play? Yeah, I think so. I don't love it, though. Oh, can you chill? What are you doing here? Alright, no fish. Say go. If they just immediately kill this, I'm going to be sad and regret it. But they're cash grabbing. 2 lands, 3 Tree Scribe, Rush Show, Rampager. Grab one of the lands, predictably. And play Baker's Bane Duo. That is fine. So we don't even get attacked this turn. Does have the potential to really grow this into a threat, but it might take a while. 3 forages available, potentially 4. Draw a Heaped Harvest and a Moira. Okay. Can't play that right away, but that's fine. Guess I can just do Heaped Harvest and then crack it as well. Go grab a mountain. And then just pass. So this turn we might take a lot of damage, which is a little concerning. But we do get to gain 3 life. And this gains us 3 more life next turn. Consumed by Greed. Yep, there goes our Scrap Shooter. And the question is, are we going to be consumed by Greed and not block the Bark Knuckle Boxer if they attack? I'm kind of tempted to take it, honestly. Go to 7, back up to 10. Yeah, I'm taking it. Can't stop me. The fact that this gains 3 life this makes it a lot more comfortable. So this is until the end of your next turn. So hold on. Let me attack for 2. Go land. Expend 8. Hit a Blacksmith's Talent land. And I'm going to pick up my Darkstar Augur. So I don't die here. I mean, we're still not out of it. Like, we need to find a way to kill this Cultivator at some point. And, this card's now kind of awkward because we're under a lot of life total pressure. There goes our Sticky Tongue Sentinel. But we're only taking 5 this turn, down to 6. It's okay. Could chump block, but I could chump block next turn too, so let's see the rush. Add a red mana. So I'm always playing this Blacksmith's Talent. And I can't quite expend 7, unfortunately. I guess I'll always play this. Always playing this. I guess I'll do this for 1 again. Cowards play twice in a row. I have truly Forsaken. This is honestly why I'm losing. Is I should have just played it for full value like I promised. Oh, and then I can equip to the Assassin and attack, which is cool. Gain a little bit more life. I'll trade it for these if they want to double lock. Now I think I will chump block the Cultivator with the Scribe. No, I should have just done this for Offspring again. Another misplay, honestly. Because the token blocks. I don't even know what I'm scared of. Fell on Moira. That is kind of scary. But yeah, like the token just chump blocks the Cultivator, right? So that's probably what I should have been doing this whole time. Yeah, I don't want to die to a flip. I'm going to do this. Cash grab, sure. Land. Kind of shouldn't have that many lands left, right? One would imagine. None of these are very useful. Go get back Moira. Guess that won't be terrible. Say go. Yeah, I think we are going to lose this game to a Corpseberry Cultivator we can't kill. 3, 6, 10, 12, 13. So we have 3 lands left in the deck. Sticky Tongue the Baker's Bane is fine, I kind of don't care. How many 5-drops do I have left? all of them. Ugh. I think I have to chump block with the auger. I don't love it though. I know if I do... This is a tough decision, because I need the card too, though. Huh. Alright, let's go out the way we're supposed to. Show me Ikra. I want to see it. Show it to me. Grab Moira. Show it, show it. 3. Okay, that's not 0. I drew a Season of Loss. That's pretty good, actually. Okay. How do we get out of this? This is decent. How many creatures do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4 in the graveyard right now. So I can't, like, kill him. Can go... This is actually kind of annoying, though. So I can't kill the cultivator. Alright, well, let's go to combat. Let's, it's mid-0. Attack. Okay, let's go. Season of Loss. Or do I want to go Moira? Hold on. Okay, wait, I think I've cooked. Moira. Cultivator. Trigger gain some life. Season of Loss. Exile 2. Sack 3 creatures. Alright, obviously I'm dead to removal spell, but if they don't have it, I will win. So we'll see. Treetop Sentries, not a removal spell, notably. I'm also has 6 cards left, but now I have a Blacksmith's Talent and an Ikra. So I feel like I can get there. Also, like a billion mana in play. Alright, well, I'm forced to block, so you got it. Alright, play land. Definitely playing this guy out. Probably playing this guy. What do I do with the remainder? Do I just grab a food token? Seems okay. No, I'll just play out another Dagger Fang. Hold up my high stride. I really don't need the saver here. Attached to Ikra. Say go. Oh, are they going to try to use a fight spell? Oh, it's Polywallop. That probably will work. This is going to deal 14. Can only get Eager up to 12 defense. It would have been funny if that could have saved Eager, though. On the bright side, it can't really attack me. On the downside, it's going to be hard to win. Although Blacksmith's Talent makes it a little easier. I don't even know. I guess I have a Glide Dive Duo and a Hive Spine Wolverine left. And maybe a land? 5, 10, 13, 14. I guess I have 2 lands left. 2 lands, 2 5-drops. Some other nonsense. It's interesting. There's one of the lands, unfortunately. Definitely attack in here. Yeah, chump block is fine. Gonna manually move the sword then. Now this really walls his entire team. Oh, it only has double strike on my turn. Okay. Reading the card explains the card, I suppose. Land. They have 6 lands and I have 35. Dray Leader. That's trample. That could kill me. You know, presumably forage here. Yeah, I kind of need to draw my Glide Dive Duo or Hive Spine Wolverine here. And not one of the, like, 37 lands that I have in my deck. Yeah, I mean, I'm forced to make this block, so not a lot I can do about it. 5-drop? Okay, there's a 5-drop indeed. So I can either go for the main phase duo, attack, force the Treetop Sentries chump, or I could just force the chump and then... Okay, yeah, I think I like this better. We're gonna equip, attack for 8. If they chump the chump, that's fine. If they don't, obviously they die to Glide Dive Duo. And either way, I'm just going to play the Glide Dive Duo post-combat. Okay. So that's like the same difference, because they would have chumped the Duo. Here's Glide Dive Duo. And now where do I want the sword? I think I want this guy, because it makes him... This makes it into a 5/6. Although maybe I want it on Glide Dive Duo, actually. Yeah, I'm going to move it. Because if they play a squirrel, this will be a 6/6, but then this makes this a 5/7. Oh, well, they bounce and then I kill him in the air. I think that's fine. So I don't kill him because they have a food. I'm 1 off with this high stride. So I actually think I'm going to move the sword and force them to chump block again. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I have 35 mana. Doesn't matter. I also have 2 cards, so I do have to kill them relatively quickly, which I'm working on. This has been way too close of a game, primarily because I've played terribly. Chomp. Sure. Take 3. Move the sword. Say go. Did not crack the food. Interesting. Gonna try to eat this. Good game. All right, 7-0. The golden trophy. Very deserved based on the excellent way I played the last game. I did not. I thought this deck was good, but I did not expect to go 7-0, if I'm going to be honest. I thought maybe I'd get mana screwed at least once. Let's take a look. Who were the MVPs? Obviously, Igra was the GOAT. Season of Loss was definitely, like, got us back into that game. And won us an earlier game, so I guess he gets honorable mention. Moira was pretty decent in that game. Blacksmith's Talent. This card just always impresses if you have time to use it. This Synergy was pretty nice. I really like that. But overall, this was just a good value deck. A lot of rares, a decent amount of removal, a curve. Basically all you can ask for. A nice mana base. So, yep. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next draft.